Alright, speak with Gav.
I hear there's trouble.
I think we did all the side quests before we logged out yesterday. Or not yesterday, but the last time we played. Oh, and you can upgrade these. Okay. Hey, baby. We figured it out. I just had to reset the computer for some reason. I don't know why it wasn't working.
I don't know.
But yeah, I think we did all side stuff. I think we're just good to go on the main story.
Ah, Clive! Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head?
It's a big crystal.
And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the mother crystals. Four mother crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rossfield.
Lord Byron Rossfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rossfield. And you're a Rossfield, of course.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Alright. Drake's Breath. Odo's counter is now open. The following holiday facilities are now available. Alien reports, the patrons whispered, the hunting board. All three located near Otto in the mess.
are we waiting for, indeed?
There's a side quest open now. But the mess is down there. I'm gonna go learn about the shops we just
I
opened
hear there's
for
trouble.
stuff.
That room's as ragged as
So Martha's all right.
Oh, there you are, Kupo. I've been looking all over for you.
What's the matter, Nectar?
The matter is this, Kupo.
The hunt board. It's where the curse breakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
Of course not, Kupo. I knew all that already. And that's why I need your help. As I need not remind you, Kupo, I am the mightiest of all Mughals. No fiend of the forest or ghoul. They talk so fast, so I need you to slay them all, Kupo.
Right. Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war, the last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the curse breakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
Oh, thank you, Kupo. It's so good to have found someone who understands me, Kupo. I'll stay here then and keep an eye on all the billets that get posted on the board. So if there's anything you need to know, blah blah blah. Oh. Reports of fiends terrorizing the countryside are posted to the hunt board in hopes a fearless hero such as Clive will take it upon themselves to hunt down and slay the notorious marks. We got one already. Do I get a reward? I already got the reward, I guess. Looks like Belphegor. The Angel of Death. Okay. That's the map barrel. These two, what do you guys want?
Oh, Clive! Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any? Is everything we've received and everything promised?
Completing side quests will earn Clive renown, inspiring nameless benefactors from across the Twins to donate money or items to Clive's cause. Visit Desiree at the Patron's Whisper and the Hideaway's Mess to view the current renown level and accept donations available. So I'm spending these for donations. I can get a meteorite or I can get all this shit? Talk to their treehouse? Tea house? That seems like a good crate of stuff. Am I donating that? No, I'm just using renown, right?
You earned this.
Cool. Oh, you don't even spend it. It's just the tiers. Okay.
Here you are. All done?
Clive! Anything catch your eye? Seen enough?
No side quests. We just got this one all in the backyard.
With that log so we can call it a
Oh,
morning.
it's the right way. Boo. I'm turn the game down a little bit. Oh, my phone still has sound. I just got like 1,000 Discord notifications at once. One was Vinny, one was you, one was... There was like 2 of them from some LTP tourney going on. I think it's already gone, so... And I think Sawyer has an event going on. I don't know, it's today or something.
Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some.
Vinny, what up, man?
Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to stream today because of the there was like a big thunderstorm going on. It looked like it has passed though.
Did you come through the forest?
I'm a little tired now. Tired and sore from work.
And you say Sid built this place?
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here, courtesy of Martel.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait,
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since.
They're kind of weird. They're kind of tall.
Old Sid was the only one who could
And
stomach
skinny.
the things.
Good night, baby.
Even
Have a good night.
from the branch made Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, will
Good night
ya?
tomorrow.
Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
You are required to disclose if your content is not suitable for certain viewers. This is a mature rated video game. It may not be suited for some viewers. It says that when I watch the VOD, there's a notification that comes up. It does it automatically, I think.
Them old apples were enough to curdle your guts. But these beauties are as sweet as you like.
I think it asks the viewer, it tells the viewer that it is, and then you have to accept, get into the stream, I believe. No, yeah. Usually you have to do it on the stream anyway. There's an option. I thought I said it to mature audience. Because, you know, I cuss all the time, so. I'm pretty sure when you enter my stream it says this is a mature audience stream. Do you want to proceed? I think I normally have to do the Going Crystals stream.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
Think it's alright to touch him?
Why does it skip like that? I make him do that. World's depressing. You gotta make this in like a happier place. I jump in video games. That's what I do. I spam the jump button. No matter what game I play, I'm a jumper.
The Cursebreakers send their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
Boom. Alright. I think we're ready for MSQ. I don't think the hunts, I'm not sure if they're all available right away. It doesn't look like I can go to very many places. So the hunts I think are just if we see them, we see them. Once we have access to everything, then maybe we can go look harder for them. But I think we just continue.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
Floodlines.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we
Okay.
Hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Oh yeah, that's that move. We got to get back into the flow of things here. I don't want to fight the Chocobo. Why did they come and fight me? Alright, so like the Ramo powers is not very good against flying. I mean, I can hit them, but I can't like go after them.
Come on.
Oh, oh, yeah. Is that a chocolate bow? There's some brown ones. They're all different colors. I don't want to fight them. Sounds like a peacock. Dang it.
Ready, girl? Yes! That's it!
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! I think we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like...
You're a long way from home, aren't you?
Increases limit break generation amount by 6% when taking damage.
Are you well?
Excuse me, but what was all that about earlier?
You haven't heard? Someone's been stirring up trouble. There've been attacks on the garrison, supplies stolen. They even say a Black Shield was murdered. The Empire wants answers, and what the Empire wants, Empire gets.
Don't they just?
Keep your ears open, eh? The Black Shields will pay good coin for information on the culprits. You'd have to be dull as a sack of stones to think you could take on the Empire. What with their 100... We're going hunting for outlaws. How'd you like that, boy?
Don't do. What have you been up to all day?
You seen him, didn't you?
I'm sorry.
The Black Shields. Just now. You seen them, didn't you? At least I think they was the Black Shields.
Can't say I ever saw one before.
Was this the first time they visited the village?
What do you think? Amber's the arse end of nowhere. And they thought we might be harbouring firebrands. Huh. If only we were. I might have turned them in and become a black shield myself.
You don't think these firebrands the Empire is looking for could be us, do you?
I don't know. But we need to find out.
Some food and
Greetings,
YouTube's.
friend.
Nice.
We are travelers.
What did you learn today?
I know that. What do you want?
We couldn't help noticing those Imperial soldiers who were here earlier.
Don't you go telling these strangers a thing. I speak for the people of this village, and we have nothing more to say to you. You are to leave Amber and never come back.
May I at least ask why?
I don't know who you are or what brings you here, but your presence puts us all in grave danger. The Empire is a harsh master. Its demands are great, and its justice swift. But as long as we keep our heads down and pay our tributes, we are left alone. Some might call it submission. But if it will spare my people the Viceroy's wrath, then I will gladly submit. This village will not become another East Pole.
Then we shall be on our way.
Strength Kefla needs an easy A.
These people live with a knife to their throats.
Did you give your strength Kefla
In the
an easy A?
mistaken belief that if they cooperate, my mother will show them mercy.
Obedience bought with fear.
Are you all right?
Sorry, It's nothing. We still don't know who the Black Shields are looking for.
Well, whoever they are, the Imperials deem them worth pursuing to the back of beyond. But other than Martha, who else in Rosari would have the courage to stand against the Empire? A new ally would certainly be welcome. Can we find them before the Imperials do? Perhaps the next village will yield more answers.
Perhaps.
The jiggle physics are amazing in this game. I feel like I haven't really noticed too much boob physics yet. Their boobs are pretty held tight. Are we going this one? No. We're going this one.
This pass will take us through the mountains.
And directly into the path of whoever or whatever lurks here.
Ever since the apodatory, we've seen more and more of these echoes.
What do you think is waking them? The mother crystal's collapse?
I have an idea. You're not going to like it.
Right or left? Let's go right first. I don't know if I'm over leveled. I mean, I am a higher level than them, but I don't know if that's the reason why it seems really easy, or if I'm just like super well equipped. Doesn't seem hard to do. So far, this game hasn't really been too challenging. And there was really no way to change difficulty. There's no way to change it. It's one difficulty game. You can make things, you can have qualities of life where you wear certain talismans that will make him auto do things to make the game even easier for you. But I mean, as you can tell, like I haven't even been touched since we started playing it yet. Been numerous battles. I don't know if I just have if it, like, this seems easy. I don't. Oh, I think that's the hunt over there. Can I get over there? Oh, it's way back there. I think I need that guy. I might have to take a ride back.
Let's go. Thanks, Gal.
Hey, we got hit.
Good girl.
Why did Nightbot make that face? He's up the difficulty. What triggered that? What is this? Oh, it's a chest. Is that something you did? Did you command Nightbot to respawn like that?
Come on. Run like the wind.
No need to ride from here.
Ready, go?
That'll do, girl.
Oh, I'm close to the town. I have to walk through the town.
Run along now.
Alright, now we should be able to ride over to the other side and see what the big dragon beast does. I think it is my mark. I don't want to miss those. The first mark actually was challenging. That was like probably the most challenging fight in the game so far.
All right.
This seems like a good time to do this.
Stay down.
Level up. Wasn't I looking somewhere over here when I seen the dragon? There it is. Let's go here to the spires and plants first.
Enough of you, are there?
Get him!
Alright, here we go. No, it's just a regular dragon. Not a mark. Well, we're exploring. I guess that wasn't as important as I thought it was. Maybe there'll be something over here, or maybe we could just go this way the whole way and then cross over and re-explore this area. I guess there was two different ways to go.
Finished.
Blood, Clive.
And still wet.
You were told to stay in your homes.
The Black Shields.
You know who we are. And still, you would bear your steel. Why then, we owe you our thanks. You have saved us the trouble of an interrogation. To dwell in darkness, that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these, our swords we swear.
Say that again. I'll show you a true shield of Rosaria.
That guy had no chance.
Tell me what I want and the end will be swift. Who are you looking for?
Why, you. We come bearing a message. Your friends have been found. The branded you freed from our camps. They await you in Ordeal. Guardians of the Flame.
Those are Old Hill's gates.
Then we hurry.
They can wait. Do.
Get surrounded.
Alright, so we just have a little bit left to explore over here. We did all this circle. We gotta do like this. See if we missed anything. These maps are cool. They are limited, but they're not super, like they're open, but they're not super open. They have limited space. I like these kind of. This is what I hope FF7 does. Tales does this too, and I think Dragon Quest did this too as well, didn't it? Dragon Quest was like open but limited. I'm okay with this. I feel like everything usually has like a purpose, leads to some kind of treasure or a secret. Nothing is wasted space. So I usually enjoy this kind of thing in the games, the way they do the open. Tears is just too much for me. If the game doesn't like, why? It just feels like it's a super slow pace. Like the thing that drives me in a lot of games is story. And if I'm just traveling around exploring and there's a lot of wasted space, it just like it feels like the pace is super slow and I get bored. So far this is like a good pacing for me. There's like a little bit of side routes to explore. The side quests are not huge in any way, they're short. They kind of don't seem like they give really great rewards, so doing them doesn't seem like that like you have. Oh, it doesn't seem like it's like a must. I feel like you can easily skip the side quest in this game and be fine. But the pacing is good. There's like you can explore a little bit if you want, and usually you find something when you do, and then the story's good. It gets intense. Story, did I tell you I have like 60 hours in Lego Marvel Superheroes 2 and I've only done like 3 levels? I've just been free roaming. See, I wouldn't like that. That's why Lego Star Wars turned me off too, the newest one. I really liked going through the episodes, but seeing that I'm gonna have to play everything twice to unlock a lot of the stuff, even more, probably more than twice. because you need certain characters to do things. Like it's just like I was like, I probably will go back to Lego Star Wars one day and just finish it, but I'm not going to 100% it, like not even close. Like I'm just gonna beat all the episodes once. I just don't. I don't know. I don't like collect fest. That's what a lot of games do now. They're all like collect fests. I don't really enjoy doing that. It feels like a chore.
Find something, boy.
Like usually like this, like my traveling and like stuff, traveling and like walking to my destination is like how I get to see the next part of the story. So like I look forward to that. So like that is my motivation to get through the pathing and stuff to get to the next cutscene. I don't know. I like watching cutscenes, especially if they're like fighting in epic cutscenes.
Death.
Wanting to know what's gonna happen next is like my motivation in a lot of games. I want to see what happens next.
Found her.
Damn.
This was my mother's doing.
But why? Why would anyone?
I don't know. I never truly understood her. But this...
Oh, Clive.
I will learn what madness drives her, and I will end it. We should go.
Yes.
We can't leave them here like this.
We won't. But if the Black Shields have made it this far south, they may already be in Port Isolde.
Boom. I don't know. I think it's also like a progress thing. I think I like to feel like I'm making some kind of progress. If I spend like 3 hours on 2 inches of the map,
No, I
and
doubt
the map
Empire
is
would let us
you know,
cross over to Rosalith.
fucking huge, I think it just that also just like is like fuck me. I'm never gonna get through this. It doesn't feel good. But that's fun. I don't know. It feels like chores to me more than it's fun. Like I said, doing stuff for the first time is usually fun. When it's copy pasta like 100 times on the map, then it loses its freshness, its funness. After like the 10th time, I'm just like, dear God, be over. I already done this. I already showed you I can do it. In honor of the 250th anniversary of the founding of the Grand Duchy of Rosario.
But this is their home.
I'm hungry.
And I think also, once again, I think that comes to like how many open world games you play. Because I feel like as my first time, right, it was cool. It was special. I wanted to do everything. I did it. By the time you get to like your fourth open world game that you need to sink 200 plus hours into, this is not there. I don't want to anymore. I can't be asked. Like, you don't finish games the other way? Yeah, that might be the reason. You get so caught up in doing stuff and then you just stop. You don't feel the need to play the game anymore. You get bored. I think this works hand in hand with this one. I think it shocks them for every orb damage. Could be wrong with that. I'll keep experimenting with those orbs. Oh.
The Lazarus. What happened to this place?
My mother happened. The nobles who lived here didn't stand a chance. Let's hope my uncle fared better. It's over.
I think we're gonna use our limit on the beach here just to get some health back. Perhaps?
That's the main gate. And it looks like we're not the only ones hoping to get in.
The lockbox. There it is. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo-doo.
Let us pass! My children are starving! Have mercy! Voice-rinsed dogs they are! You can't ignore us forever!
Let us in, or we'll die on your doorstep!
Better out there than in here!
No, enough
Fuck off! Hang you chinless bastards! Those crystals belong to us all! I said, away with you, filth! Back to your stall! Cut you down where you stand! Destroy it!
No chance of slipping through unnoticed. We'll need to find another way in. I thought we might be able to reason with the guards. Or at least bribe them.
I suspect everyone in that crowd thought the same. Was that the only way in?
Officially, yes. Strictly speaking, no. My uncle once told me that the nobles had tunnels built, so that they could visit town without having to walk amongst the rabble. The Lazarus. We'll find our way into the city there.
If you're sure. And the entire place looked abandoned. Do you think it's safe?
As long as it is abandoned.
Black light burns. It's abandoned. It's probably inhabited by
The
monsters.
good news is we haven't seen a single black shield since Old Hill.
Maybe they found who they were looking for.
Every time I get that, like, the ability to do that, I always think of Kratos. Just getting ready to charge up his kick, like... Just blast open the gates or the freaking push the block or whatever.
This is nothing like I remember it.
How quickly a crown can lose its luster.
Not abandoned then.
Maybe on the list of,
Oi! Visitors!
on the list of games we need to go back to and
Apologies.
finish.
We'll
Maybe
show
I'll try to
ourselves out.
spot Ragnarok, because we were super close.
Or not.
You're dead. Oh, you're dead. Oh, there's a little bit more tango.
I've only ever seen one man fight like that. And he's long dead.
Then perhaps it's time you joined him.
The blessing of the Phoenix. It can't be. I was there when you died. Forgive me, my lord. I knew not whom I addressed. You have naught to fear from us. Founder, it really is you.
It is. So wait.
That was my protector, wasn't it?
We can speak inside.
And those who wouldn't bend the knee?
We left before the Empire could make examples of us, though we didn't go far.
and we banded together to form the Guardians of the Flame soon after. Alas, there is only so much a handful of aging shields can do against the might of an empire. But we've seen to it that their stay has been anything but pleasant. Of late, though, we've had our hands full just trying to keep the Duchy's few remaining bearers out of the Imperial's clutches.
The Cullings. We saw what happened in Old Hill.
Aye, the foul work of the Black Shields and their mistress.
You mean my mother? But it doesn't make sense. Even knowing what I know about her. Her hatred for bearers was no secret, but she wouldn't have been ignorant of their value to the realm.
No offense, my lord, but in case you haven't noticed, the Lady Annabella couldn't care less about the realm. She barely even cares for her own home. That much has been plain since the slaughter at Eastpool. And, since granting the Holy Emperor a new heir, her obsession with bearers only seems to have grown. As to why, I don't know. Maybe she can't bear the thought of anyone having the power to challenge her beloved son.
Her son.
Sir Wade, the Black Shields have broken camp. They march in full force for Buick Bridge.
Then so do we. Make ready. This is their main host. If we remove the head, perhaps we can prevent what happened at the docks from happening somewhere else. If I do nothing, then the blood of their next victims will be on my hands.
Yours and ours. We too have witnessed the crimes these men who dare call themselves shields have committed in my mother's name. It cannot be allowed to continue. We must put a stop to this madness.
We must. So let us go with you. For the good of Rosaria.
I was hoping you'd say that. Very well. If that is your wish, I would be honored to serve at your side.
And we at yours.
So, Wade, let us do our duty.
With pleasure, my lord.
I imagine this endeavor will require more than just our wits.
Then let's hope Sir Wade has a good quartermaster.
Loose skin with them. Anyway, I don't expect to get a lot of views playing this game because it's more like a watch party because of all the cutscenes. But this has been like one of my favorite things to play this year, so
what is it you require?
I don't really care.
Of course, my lord. As you wish, my lord.
Tell us then, Sir Wade. What is your plan?
Nothing fancy. You, Lady Jill and I make for Buick Bridge and provoke the main host at their encampment. Sensing an opportunity to end the Guardians, the Black Shields will call for reinforcements, who will be met from the rear by parties of my brothers hidden throughout the surrounding hills. This will allow us to wage battle on the bridge without fear of being overwhelmed. While the Black Shields have an advantage in numbers, you see, they prefer to fight in small units, which we can use to our advantage.
All Discord.
Exactly. Small enough. Now that I
fuck is
have
all
you and
that?
Lady Jill for company. I doubt I could have done this on my own.
But until we arrived, that was your plan. You haven't changed a bit.
So Wade, the bearers from Old Hill have been laid to rest.
Very good.
Now make ready for battle. As you command.
Thank you, Sir Wade. Perhaps now they will find peace.
There is but one thing which will grant them peace. Putting an end to the Black Shields.
And so we shall.
It's not that I don't want to ever touch them again. A lot of these games I do like to I will replay one day probably, but throughout the main scenario, Clive will be often joined by various companions who are keen to lend them assistance. However, depending on Clive's destination, they may remain behind at the hideaway. Okay. Usually it would take a long time for me to go back because I'm always playing new stuff. But sometimes I do go back and play some old stuff. But yeah, I am probably a very story-driven gamer at this point. It just feels more rewarding for my time. It's what I like. I just don't feel as rewarded, and I don't really like. I just feel like I just don't have the time to play giant open world games either. With everything that's been going on in my life, like with work and everything, like I said, I only get to play games like 4 hours a day, except on my days off. So like, I look at an open world game, it's gonna take me like a month to get through, and I'm just like, I don't know. Just feels like I don't have the time.
May the blessing of the Phoenix go with you.
I make it work with FF14, but I think it's because I do it with someone.
How long have you been pursuing the Black Shields?
Since they burned their first village. We tracked down the bastards responsible.
And it's like, I've grown up with MMORPG like my whole life, so like by playing WoW, so like playing FF14, it's like a genre I really like.
It's been a game of cat and mouse ever since.
Sideways.
Come along now.
The bastards are looking at you.
There they are. On your command, my lord.
I think what helps with FF14 too, everything I do in it is kind of rewarding with a mount or a pet or some badass like costume. So like you get to show it off to the world, or a title. You get to show it off to other people that you've done certain things. I think that's helpful too.
What is it now? I told you.
We bear a message for the Vicereine. From the Guardians of the Flame.
Ha! You presume to tell us that a pair of filthy vagabonds, a woman and a dog, could guard aught against the might of the Black Shields? Then come! Die along with your flame! For Azaria!
For Azaria!
Your petty revolution ends here. On these our swords we swear.
Bloody hell! Reinforcements from the far bank!
Another wyvern to fight their battle for them.
That targeted the guy behind him. Why did it do that?
More dragons! Worms. The Imperials aren't taking any chances. I can't say I'm flattered.
Over here!
A Lansar.
A noble stand, albeit a misguided one. In taking it, you have but proven our point. That this land is in dire need of cleansing.
Finish this.
You mean finish him? Farewell.
I don't see any more.
Nor do I. The plan worked.
It did. It bloody worked. We sent every last one of the rotten bastards straight to the mud. My, Lord, perhaps this will be enough to stop the Cullings. For the time being, at least.
Perhaps. Though I doubt my mother will take this loss well. She'll move swiftly to see her minions' ranks replenished.
And then it will all begin again. I often wonder if the nation we once knew is gone for good. Her fields rot. Her people starve. We battled to preserve the flame that was, but for every foe we fell, another springs up in its place. Yet be that as it may, it is still our home, and we must fight for it. As we always have, and always will. For as long as the Firebird's flame burns in our hearts, the Duchy cannot die. And her loyal subjects may dream of a day when the Rosarian standard flies over Rosalith once more.
So wait,
Think we should fall back to Port Isolde before the garrison sends reinforcements? A sound strategy, my lord.
I'm gonna refill on a little bit of coffee here. Just real quick. Probably not a full cup because I gotta go back to bed soon. Alright. Let's get back into it.
And how long has my uncle been funding you and your comrades' endeavors?
Since the beginning. Lord Byron was the first person I turned to after forming the Guardians. And had I known of this tunnel back then, I wouldn't almost have been hanged by the city guard for trying to sneak over the wall.
I suppose a formal request for an audience would have appeared suspicious.
When you sit in a chair, do you prefer your legs to dangle and hang, or do you like your feet on the ground?
To catch wind of Lord Byron's involvement in our movement, they'd seize his estate and send him to the gallows, where he would be of no use to anyone. And so, though it sickens him to the soul, he plays the part of the loyal lord, knowing that one wrong move might prove his downfall. It is why he remains ever vigilant. Don't be surprised if he refuses you an audience.
This chair doesn't do it for me.
Especially since your
My feet are on the ground all the time.
Then I will have to think of a way to prove that I am neither wraith nor wrongdoer.
I might have something which could help with the latter. It's the mark of the Guardians. Display it, and those who love Rosaria will know where your loyalties lie.
Okay. Another seal.
I shall wear it with pride.
Be sure.
I'm gonna have like 1,000 seals all over my freaking clothes. I got like 3 of them already.
Unless you deserve it. If only Sir Tyler could have been here to see you. Or the Lord Commander.
Thank you, Sir Wade. If there is ever anything you need.
I know. Go on now, my lord.
One thing too I noticed yesterday, like, as much as you hate LTTP, you get into it. You get into it pretty hard. You tell me checks. You tell me map check. You guess where things are. Like, you get into it. You like the game. You're a liar.
How accommodating. Do you really think they believe we are who we say we are?
Not a chance.
Right,
I guess. My uncle believes we're imposters here to rob him. And means to string us up himself.
I do it when I'm able to do dungeons. There's no point in checking if I can't go anywhere.
Imagine my surprise when I was told my nephew had come to visit. Clive Rosfield died long ago. And for uttering his name here, you shall pay with your tongue! You would mock me as well?
I was gonna say, where's my sword? Is there a visual bug here? It's not even on my back.
Sir Crandall of Camelot, loyal servant to her serene holiness, Saint Sybil the Unshod. Meadow, thou vile sorcerer, for thy crimes against church and crown, I shall have thy head.
Curse thee, infectious flax wench. Even in death, must thou plague me still? Very well. I shall open the gates of hell, that thou might see thy charge once more.
Bravo, Uncle. You're still the finest Maddo in the twins.
Oh, Clive, my dear boy, it's really you. You always were fond of that scene from The Saint and the Sanctuary. Never did let me play Sir Crandall.
I have a favor to ask, Uncle Byron.
Rutherford, inform the kitchens. There'll be guests. We dine immediately.
But, Uncle...
You can't very well regale me with the tale of your miraculous preservation on an empty stomach. Go on, sit. See that you use the good plates, Rutherford.
Do you imagine living in that time? Like, that time frame, kind of? Like, what do you think you'd be doing?
Late to one of her cullings, did you? Since becoming Vicereine, Annabella has been a constant thorn in Rosaria's side, but these atrocities are a new low. Something has changed. Quite what, I don't know, but the woman we knew is gone, and a monster sits in her place.
A monster.
For better or worse, I've been charged with governing this town, and thus must maintain the illusion of obedience. That's all I can do to aid Wade and his merry band of revolutionaries.
So he's told us. You have risked much for Rosaria. Our nation will be forever in your debt.
It has been 20 years, Clive. The nation your father and your forefathers fought to defend is no more. Perhaps it would be otherwise had I the courage of my brother. All right, if it's a ship you require, a ship you shall have. I've a galley in port, but recently relieved of her cargo. She can be outfitted for the voyage in a matter of weeks.
So you believe us then? About everything?
Believe you? Ha! Only a fool would believe even half of the things you claim. But until tonight, only a fool would have believed my nephew still lived. And besides, I have it on good authority that Clive is telling the truth.
Whose authority?
Your own, of course. You've always been a terrible liar.
Is that true?
It's not untrue.
Let's say no more about it, eh? It wouldn't do to linger on my nephew's greatest failing. The one thing I cannot believe, though, is all this about you being Sid. You were always such a good boy, but now you're quite the outlaw. Which, if I'm not mistaken, would make me an outlaw's uncle. Right then, who shall we pillage first? Rutherford, fetch me my cutlass. This will be fun.
Over there. Go on.
She's a fine ship, isn't she?
Once outfitted, she'll bear us across the boiling sea to Drustinus in the space of 3 days.
Something on your mind?
Monsters. When I served the Iron Kingdom, I did so because I saw no other choice. Because once they learned that the lash would not move me, they turned it on those who could. And so I became their puppet. I let them pull my strings, telling myself it was not my hand that swung the sword, but another's. I removed myself from the truth so I wouldn't feel the pain it caused. And before I knew it, I no longer felt anything. Anything at all. I had become a monster.
Jill.
I don't want to be a monster, Clive. Do you understand? I want to choose a different path, a better path. To live on my own terms. But before I can do that, I need to come to terms with my past.
And when you do, I'll be standing there with you, just as you stood with me.
Thank you, Clive. I must atone for my sins. Only then, when it's done, will the monster cease to be.
Just promise me that you won't die with it. Now, let's get some sleep. The journey back to Benamir is long, and there is much to tell the others.
At 20 hours, she's opened her mouth once. Well, she just went on to there. All that thanks, but no pull for Clive. Oh, you can tell that they want to fuck. They probably do, off cutscenes. If I had to imagine. There's nothing else to do in this world. Here be monsters.
Only the Founder knows what awaits us in the Iron Kingdom. But Vivian could probably make an educated guess.
Oh, we got more quests.
Typical nobles.
How would you live in this world? I asked you first.
Never hear
There
about
are
these
new
guardians
billets
of
being
flame.
posted every...
Clive! Oh, am I glad to see you?
Is something wrong?
It's Blackthorn. He ain't himself.
You did not.
If I'm
I
honest,
did
he ain't
too.
been for a while. That normally it only takes a couple of
I
drinks
asked her in
to
the last
perk him back
cutscene,
up, but
and you didn't answer.
not this time. Something's getting him down. And whatever it is, he ain't telling. It's like he's lost his spark, you know? He's barely got enough fire in his belly to get the ump about stuff. But I'm thinking he might if we both
You be
bent his
dead?
ear, because he respects you, innit? So, what'd you say?
I'd probably end up trying to becoming a warrior, a knight or something. I'd try to take the sword.
Fine. If you think it will help.
I knew you'd understand.
But if he doesn't want to talk, we let him be. He'll open up when he's ready.
I mean, I sword fighted
All right.
a lot as a kid.
Now, he'll only smell a rat if we both turn up at once. So, I'll go first, and you can meet us at the forge. Wait a bit, then head over when you're ready.
Didn't take you for a scholarly van.
Oh, this? Well, it's Valisthea, a culinary pilgrimage.
Can't believe the game switched the main character.
borrowed
It
from old
didn't.
Toad.
You're just dumb.
Seems there's no creature in the realm so foul it can't be cooked up into something delicious.
Think I'll stick to the unfoul ones, thanks.
It's always been
Where's
Clive.
your sense of adventure, Sid? Honestly, one glance at these recipes, and even you would trade in your sword for a butcher's cleaver. From spit roasts to sweetmeats, this book has them all. What I wouldn't give to bring these recipes to life.
If it's my blessing you're hoping for, then by all means.
Well, I'm no hunter, Sid. The first ton of worm I came across would be the death of me. But you're made of sterner stuff. Would you help me resurrect one of these recipes?
Something tells me you won't be taking no for an answer. Fine, I'll help.
Fantastic! Thank you.
So, dare I ask what's on the menu?
Chance's Stew. It was once a favourite among the gourmands of Oriflamme, if the author is to be believed. Though Molly's never heard of it. The only problem is that while the recipe is extremely detailed in most respects, it's infuriatingly cryptic as to the main ingredient. A beast, no doubt. Most likely something that would make easy work of a simple cook with more broth than brawn, but unwanted violets. I've no idea what they might be.
Does the book say anything else?
Well, only that the sweetest violets sprout atop the bed of roses.
Roses. Rosaria, perhaps? One of the butchers in Martha's Rest might know something. I'll ask next time I'm there.
Game sucks. He wants it back. No, that sucks. He ain't coming back. I am Sid now. 5 is Sid.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady Karen.
First August, and now you. What are you pair up to? What's it got to do with me?
August was worried that something had been weighing on your mind. I thought you might want to talk about it.
Did you now? I told you not to stick your nose in my business. What'd you go and do?
Clive just wants to help, innit? What's so bad about that? Talk to him. You never know, you might feel better for getting it all out in the open. Please, mate. I'm worried about you.
Phil, shut you up. It's nothing really. Stupid. Not the sort of thing you bother people about.
Why don't you tell us all the same?
Karen and I have an arrangement. I keep an eye on Goots, and she shows me what the competition's up to. Interesting arms and armor, things like that. Anyway, the other day, she shows me a cuirass she's come by. Masterpiece of level work. Light, supple, and tougher than it had any right to be. Made my stuff look like heavy, clumsy shit. I should have brought the bastard thing there and then just to study it, but I was too proud. And now every time I reach for my hammer, I'm reminded that I'm not the craftsman I thought I was. There. You happy? You got what you came for. Now piss off.
All right. We're going. I always thought of old Blackthorn as a bit of a force of nature. Like a storm cloud full of hail. Didn't think anything could rattle him. Least of all a stupid piece of leather.
Blackthorn's always taken pride in his craft. Questioning it means questioning himself. Something tells me this is only going to get worse. If he has doubts, it will affect his work, which will only add to his problems. We need to nip this in the bud.
I couldn't agree more.
He said he should have bought that cuirass. Perhaps we should track it down for him. Assuming you're happy to help, that is.
Too bloody right I am.
Cure ass.
Glad to hear it. First things first, then. We need to speak to Karen.
That monster's taken quite a liking to Lady.
Karen, do you have a moment? Blackthorn mentioned that you'd recently come by a leather cuirass. An exquisite example of the craft, from what he told us.
And he ain't been himself since he saw it. So we thought we'd buy it for him.
Sorry, sold it already. Didn't think Blackthorn cared for it the way he turned his nose up. But it was nicely put together, that's for certain. Even if the bloke who made it is a bit of an odd one. Happened across him on my travels. Next all his stuff to order, but the fella who commissioned it refused to pay. He didn't like the colour of summit. So I took it off his hands for a fair price.
You don't know where we might find him, do you?
Like I said, he's a bit of an odd one. Doesn't even have a workshop. He don't trust hunters neither, which means he spends.
Look, I wasn't
as much
happy to
time
lose
out
Sid.
tracking
He wasn't the main
beasties as he
character.
does working their
I
eyes.
shut up about it because it's getting annoying.
He did tell me something though. Apparently, his next commission's for a set of griffin hide greaves.
Here, there's a griffin on the hunt board. The curse breakers were placing bets on who'd bag it. Now, where the bleeding hell was it sighted? Somewhere in Sambrec, maybe. Care Northern, that was it.
Thank you, Karen. We'd be lost without you.
At least you admit it.
So,
It's because she is smart and
sounds like
understands
going after that
things
griffin might be the
the
best
first
chance
time
we have of
around.
finding our
She
roaming
doesn't
leather
tell me the
worker.
same thing
I'll
50
leave the hunting
times
to you if you don't
in
mind.
5 minutes.
While
like
you get
do.
on with that, I'll
I
ask
get
around
it.
the markets.
I get you're
See if I
sad.
can't sniff out who he is
It's
and
not
where
gonna
he's
change it. How many times you
idea.
say it?
Hopefully one of us will be able to track him down.
Deadlands wouldn't be half as bad without all the bloody dust.
Oh, I just did it. I go here all the time. I got a message. Oh my god. All quiet in the Dominion. The Dalamex and the Imperials are at a standoff. They snarl at each other, fangs bare like slum curs, but neither wants to make the first move. It's almost as if they both realize what a stinking pile of chocobo shit they've stepped in. If I were a man, two-way wager, I'd put my copper on this conflict not playing out anytime soon. I shall keep you apprised. Gab. A flame more, none brighter. My lord Marcus. I ask once again for you to forgive my men for your welcome back at Lazarus, but certainly you can understand that you were the last person any of us were expecting to see at our gates. In the short time since our reunion, we have shown yourself to be a self-same man. I followed into Stillwood those many years ago, a true bearer of your father's legacy. If only Sir Tyler and Lord Commander and all the others who were lost that night were still with us to see how bright your flame now burns. To you and your cause, I hereby pledge the swords of the Guardians, and am proud to stand alongside you once again, Wade. An apple a day. Ladder from the yard ran up a basket of the Martells just this morning. Sweet as honey and crisp as the morning breeze they were. I told myself I was only going to have one, but I reckon if no one else listens to old Otto, I don't have to either. You let Nigel and his lot know they've done a fine job. What a time you'd catch none but Sid supping on these. What for the foul bite. But for him, it never were about the flavor, but about what they represented. Our ability to make it on our own, and look at us now. Sid would be proud. A bird by any other name. Forgive my insistence on writing you these silly letters. With that, we had more time to speak to each other in person, but for every day we spend together, it feels as though we must suffer another two apart. I am gladdened to hear of your most unexpected reunion with Ambrosia, or should I say Whiteheart. You told me once how your chocobo sacrificed herself to protect you that night at Phoenix Gate, and here, so many years later, we find she has spent her life doing the exact same thing, defending others. Some things never change, do they, Clive?
Typical nobles.
Did I hear you say you were hoping to hunt down a griffin, Kupo? Then I do have the billet for you, Kupo. Especially a horrible one called Dawsmare. Cairn over at Westgate, Sunbreak. There's 2 of them in Sunbreak now. And this one is in Rosario.
How did we never hear about these guardians of the flame?
Alright, so I think we're good to leave. And I think I have access to everything again. Yes, I do. We'll do this one first.
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other.
Ah, welcome. Times may be hard, but if you got the gill, I got the goods. What can I do you for?
Unwanted violets, if you have them. Though I'd gladly settle for learning what they are if you don't.
Why, I haven't heard folk call them that since I was a lad. You're looking for scorpion tails. Unwanted violets is what folk used to call them back in the day. They turn a wicked purple when you boil them up, hence the name. Used to chuck them in the pot when there weren't nothing else on offer, when there was a war on, that sort of thing. Thankfully, times aren't yet as hard as that.
So, what up, man? How you doing?
You wouldn't find anyone selling them these days.
Do the scorpions still live nearby?
I dare say they do. 3 Reeds would be your best bet, if memory serves.
Thank you. You've been most helpful.
He's got new stuff, or did I never talk to him before?
How do?
Get the orchestra roll. I don't know how important those are.
Very well.
I'll just save all that stuff for later. I'm sure that's probably like needed to plat. Depending on how everything goes with this game, we may try and plat it. I don't know. So far, it doesn't seem so bad. Doing everything. Right? Things could change. What I'm worried. Well, not worried about it, but what I'm kind of interested in is the New Game Plus. After they beat the game, they said New Game Plus changes the world. Like, they have new monsters and stuff. So, like, New Game Plus is kind of a fresh experience. It's not do the same thing over again. I'm sure the story and stuff is the same, so you skip the cutscenes, but like, I think you're gonna have different gameplay because of different monsters. We might end up playing the game twice. The second one might be more of like a speed run kind of.
Causing any trouble now?
Bob Parker, what up? This looks sick. Yeah, this game's a lot of fun. There's a demo if you're like want to try it for yourself. I tried it on the demo first, and the demo carries over, so recommend it. It's really fun. I really enjoyed the game. Doing good, got high, and watched the shrimp for hours. And new pets. When do you go fishing? When's the trip? There's been like, I've maybe played 1 or 2 demos where the demo has actually carried over to the main game. But yeah, definitely check it out. If you have a PS5, that is. We are going this hour. The world's really pretty to look at. The combat's really fun. And it's only getting more fun the further I advance in the game.
Scorpions.
I love the comboing.
Don't know what I'm up against.
kind of feels like a fighter in a way. Got him. Oh god. No.
I better get this back to Yvonne before it goes bad. Or any worse, at least.
Vinny says that all the time. Deliver the unwanted violets to even in the hideaway. So that is done. We need to go do the Griffin now. So we don't want to deliver that yet. We want to go to Saint Brec, it was called. Okay, this is Saint Brec. We'll go center, Saint Brec. And look around here for them. You do not lose the hair. Nah, you tell me every day I look beautiful. I'm hot and sexy. You love it. Clearview. There's something here. We're going to this one. Take me out to ride the horses, but there's no horses.
There's talk that the Glassgate flood has finally spread to the world.
I prefer the horses, I think.
Slavers don't even bother.
Alright, so the Griffin is here somewhere. Okay, we're using this one. Garuda is much better. If I was a Griffin, where would I be? Some bigger things over here. Those are raptors. This guy following me? Alright, you ask me. Alright, let's get on the mount. We'll ride around. I see something in the background over there. Maybe that's one of them. That might be my Griffin. No, that's a harpy. Dang it. Here you go, Mark. You just a regular harpy.
Thanks, girl.
Awesome. I think that's one of the marks. Oh, Runa.
If that's what I think it is, this isn't gonna be easy.
Ow. We're getting stomped already. Staggered her, good. Do this, get all the balls. And use this. Fly back out of there. Yep. Oh, got hit. Let me break again. Behind her. Damn. You can't. When you're stuck in animation, not really much you can do. No, get off there. I have to stagger again. Got it. Okay, everything's on cooldown for now. Oh, we can let it break again. Let's use this while we can't get in close. Now. This will give me some healing, some damage. And knock her down again. And we should be able to go for the kill here. Got her. Goodbye, Aruna. We didn't even use a potion. How did I? Okay.
Rest well. I know I will.
Aruna kinda hot. Yes, she was, huh? Me shy? Oh my sweet summer child. I would. Let me take you out sometime, as long as you're paying for the food. I'll pay for something else as well. Damn, sub, you got a date.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Everyone got the hots for sub. Okay, so that was one of them. There's another mark here somewhere. We got to find the Griffin. Well, I think that was this one. So maybe we go here? I might go back to the town actually and read where it, I think it had a more in detail. Where it's hiding. Bonnie, what up? How you doing? Oh. Where's the Moogle? I'm pretty good, just tired. Bob Parker, no. She's taken already. We need to go to the West Gate, Salmbark, and Rosario. Those are the two ones we go to. You got sub though.
How did we never hear about these guardians of the flame?
Same way they never heard about us, I
There are new
So West Gate, Soundbreak and Rosario. Maybe we'll go Rosario first. That one's here somewhere. Alright, let me go back actually, because Rosario is also huge. What you been up to now that you're back home? Does you feel you glad to be back? Being back in your bed, your back has to feel like so much better, right? Broken Hilt, Rosario. Broken Hilt and Westgate. It's amazing. Like moving into a new house. Did you and Jackie go visit them? Nah, I didn't have a chance. Plus, everything that was going on. Bonnie had pretty much lost her house for like a month. Or it felt like it anyway. Was it a month? It felt like you've been out in the Airbnb for quite a while. You're never going to meet her. You'll meet her. $6 weeks, yeah, that's a long time. She lost. Thunder struck her house. Lightning did, and she lost like everything electronic in her house. It kind of sucks. Cause we were playing Diablo 4 together for a while, and then that all happened, and then I got busy. Sorrow, Broken Hill. Here we go. Here. I quit Diablo for the time being. Yes. I will eventually come back and get a build going, but right now I just haven't found time to really get on the game. I've been more excited for this. Am I going south? Yeah. Bum, bum, bum. But I do want to take Jackie to South Carolina eventually. It'll happen. We'll make it happen. It'll just probably be all like after all the moving and stuff is done. We'll probably end up just taking a vacation plane over. And we'll plan something. If he becomes too much sub, just say.
It's over.
Is this the mark? Is it an ogre? Minotaur? So we definitely gotta eventually plan out my other vacation so I can visit you, use the rest of my time. And then I am moving like end of October, early November, back to Buffalo. And then I will be going to England probably on New Year's. So I got a lot of things going on. A lot of planning and a lot of packing, a lot of moving. Moving to the UK? I am. Talked about it a lot when I took her to New York. We sat down with my family. What did the fam say? They're okay with it. Everything seemed to work out. Everyone seems pretty happy. They like her a lot. My family said, do what makes me happy. And I said she does, so. Those Jackie's pretty much promised too that he can visit. And I said the two things I need to visit my South Carolina family and I need to visit my New York family. And she's agreed. So twice a year we'll still be in the US. How did I get way down here? I was supposed to be way up here. I'm guessing I need to go here. This is probably where my mark is.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's exciting. Moving temporarily to the UK until he and Jackie join my harem. Yep. Then we're becoming Subsicle's third and fourth wife. 'Cause he's allowed to have 4 wives where he's at.
Fly, Ambrosia.
It's not the right map. There it is. Sounds very. This game is really, really amazing, Bonnie. If you guys ever get the chance, FF16. The cutscenes are awesome. It's very good. I've been having tons of fun with this. I keep opening the wrong map. Alright. We gotta wait till everything gets fixed and repaired electronically first. Yeah. Now, does insurance cover everything? Like all your electronics? Like even like PS5s and stuff? How does that all work? Do they just give you the money and you just go get what you want? What you want to replace? Yesterday it was the second and third. Why do you keep lowering yourself? I don't know. I don't know my rank.
You deserve a rest.
I guess every time. It sure does. I think when we're all done and everything, you're looking at probably 45,000. Ugh. That's a lot. So they just cover it all. They give that's definitely a mark. They just give you the money and you go replace, or do they buy it for you? Belphegor. I remember for a while there was like people that would like torch their own houses. They claimed the insurance money. When they needed money, they do that. They torch their own houses, get money, buy a cheaper house, pocket a lot of money. I remember that was going around for a while somewhere. Somewhere southern. Try and stagger this guy. Dodge. Dodge. Oh, I think I missed. With cargo go. I get some electric moves. I don't like that move. I always get hit during it. I might replace it. Or actually, I can't replace it. I think I just won't use it. That one kind of sucked. Limit break. Try to get some health back. Nice. We parried. Dodge. Can knock him down again. Oh, I was too slow. Ow. Thinking about a potion here. Try and limit break again. I get to come on. Got him. Alright, we can fill the limit break bar again, and then we can get more healing back. Dodge. Dodge the fire again. Ah, I thought it was in different form, not Rambo. That's bad. Okay, I think we gotta use potion now. Grab his face, grab his face. He's almost dead. That should heal me back and maybe kill him. Cool. No, Russian Bob is number 1. Yeah, they send us out different check amounts and we pay the people we have to pay them for. And we also keep our receipts for any food and whatnot because even though we are back inside the house, we do not have a working oven to cook. Ooh, flowers.
Hope there aren't any more of them.
That storm did some serious damage, yeah. Limit Breaker Super Saiyan 4. That's what it feels like, right? Russian Bob is not a threat. Oh wow, it's 7 o'clock already? Fuck. Alright, we find this griffin and then I'm probably gonna have to end the stream. And get ready. For work. I got one more night and then we're on our weekend. So it was supposed to be at the west gate of Sandbrock world map. Oh my god, it was crazy. I couldn't imagine what that sounded like. Did it like was it like an earthquake? Was it crazy? And I'll pay for whatever you make at work today. What are you doing for dinner? That's a good question. I don't know. I like stuffed my face this morning. I ate like a frozen pizza. I like a whole one to myself. I'm kind of really not that hungry. I might just like make a quick hot dog or something or two. I was thinking of a shrimp stir fry, garlic shrimp stir fry, but I might just make something easy and just go to bed. Tell me of the amount to donate to keep going. I can't. I have to make it to work today. I gotta save my off days to go visit Bonnie. There's no amount. I'm sorry. Da 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 da. You gotta save your wallet for when you take sub out. He's expensive. Westgate. Eastern. It's gotta be over here. Southern. Central. North. Where the fuck is west? Do I not have a western point? Go here. Shrimp stir fry, you monster! Yeah. Oh no, you're far under Bonnie. I'm sorry, Bob. You're like almost non-existent compared to the charts on her. I'm sorry. You got a long way to go, boy. Where are you? Oh god, don't make this. Don't do it. Westwatch. Is that where I gotta go? I think so. We're not playing that game. Bum, bum.
How the hell is anyone supposed to afford that?
Alright, we go through here. And then we pop out this side. I think we go this way. And our griffin should be somewhere over here. You're blushing. Vinny's pretty high up there. Vinny has his days though. Sometimes there's days where I'm just like, nope, it's not a good day for Vinny. You gotta leave it. You gotta be ready. Vinny is getting #1 if he keeps this up. He's doing pretty good. He's been making people happy. He's been talking a lot. He's been learning a lot of British for Jackie. It's pretty funny to watch him turn British all of a sudden out of nowhere. Alright, Griffin. If I was a Griffin. The landscapes in this game are fucking awesome. They're beautiful. Like, look at this. That's a fucking view.
Faster!
Oh, I read your message too. You said Brayden and Tony are gonna be in Atlanta. Why? Why Atlanta? Atlanta's like ugh. But I am off tomorrow. Maybe. I don't know. Atlanta's always a nightmare to try and get into. I hate it. Text me your code for your gate. It's not a code. It's an app. You have to download a thing called Gatewise. And then it's you just type in I think you just type in my address and it'll just let you be able to hit a button to get in. I have a key fob but there is an app for it as well. We'll go to your gate and open it up right now. Yes. Oh shit, is he here? I don't have a lot of time. Let me see. Hang on. If you're on the phone with him, let me see if it works from here. I might be able to just open it with the app in here. There we go. I opened it. You can see me get robbed on stream. Only my virginity. You should do a meetup giveaway like that one guy did. I don't know if it worked. Boom, boom, boom. I am a sweaty, like, probably stinky mess though. It's really hot at my job. It's like 100 degrees, and I was waiting till finish today's day of work before I take my shower, because there's really no point. Did he get in? The app didn't work. Open up. Yeah, I might have to go down there if you set the gate. It said it worked on here though. Means he's not at the right place. I don't know. He's gotta hurry though, because I don't got a lot of time. Should I go to the gate? Yes, go, or yeah, it worked. He wants to take me to dinner if I can. I mean, I could. I'm just gonna be extremely tired. Is there any way we could do this tomorrow? Or are you guys super busy tomorrow? So I am off. Heading home at 2 p.m. I get out at 7 a.m. I don't know what time he's gonna be awake. It's okay. Bum, bum. There you go, subs got it. At least go say hi. Okay, I'll go to the gate. I'll end the stream then. It saves automatically. Alright guys, I'm gonna go then. I got guests apparently. I love you guys. I'll see you next time. Tomorrow is date night, and I will probably stream like Wednesday night, Thursday morning. So like probably around midnight, the Wednesday into Thursday, super early morning. It'll probably be a long 8-hour stream of this or FF16. So, all right, I will see you guys later. Have a good one. Nice meeting you, Bob. Try not to scare too much of my community. If you get out of hand, I will have to, I will have to stop you. So don't be too crazy. I'll see you guys later. Bye.